Well, this is like the first time I'm actually gonna start like saying this to everyone, but um, since I've been young, I don't know what it is, but I've always like been able to like I don't know how to predict like where I would live, or things that would happen before they happen. I'm not saying I'm a psychic or anything, but I'm not. But I was able to do these things, and I'm still able to do some of these things, but I really didn't say a lot of these things to anybody because, people will obviously call you crazy, that, you're losing your mind and different things like that. But with everything that's going on right now, because, well, let me just say the date, today is January 10th, 2021. Um, Before all this happened, about with COVID and everything, about a year and a half ago, it was around, I'll say, November of 2019, before 2020 hit. I told, my children and a couple of people, I said, I don't know what's going on, but I feel like something really big is coming, and it's not just, little things here and there. But I was basically saying, like, it's going to be a worldwide thing that's going to be happening. And, I just don't know what it is, but I got that feeling and that if in my body telling me that this is not going to be good. And here comes 2020, not bad and it's really bad. And, I kept telling people there's going to be, unrest, there's going to be lawlessness, it's going to be crazy, a lot of death, a lot of murders, a lot of just not so good things. And, boom, we get hit by a pandemic. Then, all of a sudden, the protests and all these murders are occurring. You know, Obviously, murders occur every day, and but it's like it's been going crazy for 2020, and you guys know it. And now it's 2021, and before I even said anything about what was going to happen this year coming, which is 2021, I told my family and a few people, and I let them know that you think 2020 was bad. That's just the beginning. It's actually going to get 15,000 times worse than what we saw today. And it's not just because of the whole political unrest and the elections. This is going to be a worldwide thing. I'm talking about natural disasters is going to be 15,000 times worse. We're talking about politicals. We're going to be obviously coming into and implementing the one world order. And nobody seems to believe this. And because people just keep thinking that these things don't occur. And we're in a battle every day for our souls, between good and evil. And beforehand, I had a few dreams already, and it's basically the locations like change in the dream, but it's always the same outcome. The outcome is basically a regular day, and all of a sudden it's basically daytime, and the sky turns basically not black but red. There's a red glow everywhere, and all of a sudden you hear the trumpets coming, and it's not just a regular trumpet. I'm talking about deafening trumpet to the point that you have to cover your ears, and even by covering your ears you still cannot withstand that loudness. And to me, the first time I had this dream, I was a little scared, and I just didn't know what I was going to do. And then, like, I'll say another like few months down the line in 2020, obviously, I get the same thing, same dream, obviously in a different location. This time it's near my where I live. Same outcome. You know, Basically red. There's no moon, there's no sun, everything's just red, like a red glow, like everything's just turning to basically blood. And then all of a sudden that trumpet hearing again, and the people running around not knowing what to do, like what's going on, and all of a sudden, I wake up. The last dream that I had was different than that. Sorry, I skipped ahead one. Following the second dream, third dream now is basically a different location, but it was like there was like a hurricane type of winds coming in, and then all of a sudden, like huge rocks of balls of fire start coming down. It's obviously, it says it in the Bible, things like this is going to happen. Obviously there's going to be a food shortage and all this stuff that's going on. Then obviously the coming of the Antichrist. Obviously he's gonna fool a lot of people in thinking that he's a new Messiah when he's not, and he's gonna be setting up his kingdom in Israel, and basically it's going on now. The Jewish people from Israel are, one of the rabbis, top rabbis actually, is basically saying that he's been in contact with this Messiah, and pretty soon he's going to let the world know. The last dream that I had, it was really bad. I felt it that this is like, you need to speak up and say something. And now I'm saying that dream was that I was basically in, let's say we were like in the city, like New York City, because this is where I live. I live in New York. I was in one of the buildings, and while I was in one of those buildings, there was a huge amount. There's like a lot of people in those buildings, but these people knew what was going to happen, and they basically were there hiding from what's occurring. While I'm in the dream, I know it's a dream, but at the same time, I feel like there's